Is this thing even recording? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I'm Eric, Mr. Horsepower. Let me tell you about my first bike. Uh, it was a 1980 110 Honda three-wheeler. Now, it's kind of hard to keep up with what I call my hot rods, I guess you might say. Uh, when I reference a three or four-wheeler, that's a bike. Uh, I've had some motorcycles or motocross bikes, but I called them sleds. So I had bikes and sleds, and then I had some bicycles. That's what a bicycle is, a bicycle, but a four-wheeler is a bike, and then a motorcycle is a sled. I even had a street sled, little RZ 350 two-stroke. That was, I wish I had that back. But anyway, my first bike, that one put 4 stitches in my head because I wasn't wearing a helmet. And then my next bike was, I think it was a 200X, and I turned it into a little hot rod, and that bike got protested everywhere it went because we was running 12 paddles on that thing on a 198cc motor. And I don't know, that thing was a lot of fun. I'll dig up some old pictures one of these days. And then I graduated away from bikes for a little while. I went to sleds, and my first sled was a YZ 125, and I don't think that one gave me no stitches. I didn't get hurt on it too bad. But then I decided to buy a CR500, and that was a mistake. And being the wise person that I am, I went ahead and bought 2 more after that one, which was probably even bigger mistakes, but I did have a lot of fun on them. My first sled, my second sled, my CR500, I went to a motocross track and was just doing, trying to figure out how to jump this thing, and violent power. So I decided I needed to go ahead and do a triple, and I landed hard. Kind of did the panic grab thing, and I wasn't gonna make it. And so what happened? I went over the handlebars, and the back of my helmet hit the face of the jump first, and just shoved my head down, and I heard my neck crack, and I just felt a shock wave go over my body. And I was shaking my arms and legs to see if I could feel them or move them, because I thought I had severed my spine. No joke. And so vicious pain. I went straight to the hospital. I was riding with my cousin Pat, and they x-rayed me and everything, and they was like, "Oh, you're fine. You just pulled some muscles." I knew I was in horrible pain, but anyway. So about 2 years ago, I went to the chiropractor, and I was like, "Man, my neck and back are just hurting all the time." And he did this moving x-ray video, and you know how a doctor's supposed to be kind of cool when they're giving you the bad news? This dude lost it. And he was like, "When did you have neck surgery?" And I said, "I ain't never had no neck surgery." And he said, "No, seriously, when did you get those vertebrae fused?" And I said, "I'm telling you, I ain't never had no neck surgery." And he he starts freaking more. He's like, turn around and do this and move your head this way. And he said, I've never seen this in 24 years of practice. And he described it, he said, your last joints of vertebrae in your neck, the last one in your neck, has unhinged and then overhinged itself and ruptured the disc, and it's fused itself back together. And I was like, that explains a lot. That's why if you see me, I stand like an old man, my head's forward a little bit. Well, that's because I broke my neck and the bones grew back together crooked. And that x-ray was done back in, I don't know, around 1990 or something. So I ain't gonna go back and bother with them. I'll just deal with it. But that's that was not a fun experience. We'll move on to some more of my bikes and sleds later on.